it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery. Recently, we had a pretty significant snowstorm here in Northeast Ohio. We're used to snow, but it was a lot of snow. So I want to talk a little bit about the things that I do just before our big snowstorm and the things that I do after. I don't know if you can hear, my friends are ready to come out now that the snow is melting. So the first thing that I do is, obviously, we keep an eye on the weather, and if we are expecting a significant amount of snow, then I'll go ahead and I'll head out to the coop and I'll do some prep. I'll make sure that the heated waterers are really good. We've already tested them back in the fall, but we make sure that everything is set up okay. We add an extra waterer or two into our coops as well, just in case it's going to take us a little longer to get out to the flock. We also add an extra feeder into the coops as well. Just again, if we can't get out right away, at least we know that they have their food and their water and they're safe until we can dig back out. This year was the first year, I think, since we started, what do you think, bud, that we actually had to dig to our coop. The snow was up to here on me. It was a lot of snow. So I'm very happy that we went ahead and put that extra feed and water into the coop. Another thing is, because my flock is on a tractor system, I went ahead and I pushed them into a part of our lean-to where I knew everybody was going to be safe. If you don't have that option, that's totally fine. But if you can move your tractors a little bit out of the way of the snow and the elements, it just makes things so much better for your flock. If you have a stationary coop, you just want to make sure to take a look at your coop, make sure your ventilation is good, make sure your roof looks good, and everything is ready to handle really heavy snow. That was our biggest challenge the last week and two, was the really heavy snow. We had to make sure everything was good for that. Oh, buddy, are you going to sleep? Another thing is we make sure that we have everything ready for if we have to dig out. So this year we actually had to use the tractor to dig out, but we made sure everything was ready so we could get to our coop as soon as possible. Another thing, now that the storm is over and the snow is melting already, yes, welcome to Northeast Ohio, just blink and the weather changes, is I've done a health check on all my birds today. So I've checked their combs, I've checked their wattles, I check everybody's feet, I check the ducks' feet, especially because they have more moisture, and I just make sure everybody looks good considering how cold it was and how everybody was unable to come out of the coops, and everybody looks really good and really happy. I made sure to use my comb balm on the combs and the wattles of my birds that have the bigger combs and wattles, so everybody was good and protected. You just want to be mindful if you live somewhere like I do where we do get a lot of snow that you are prepared for before the storm, during the storm, and after the storm. Luckily, we were super prepared and everybody was good. I've left a link in the description below to some resources to help you get ready if you know you've got some big snowstorms or other weather coming. If you have any questions, be sure to let us know in the comments below. My co-host is falling asleep here. I think it's time for him to head back to the coop. Thank you so much for watching.